It's June 22nd and I'm on the Butze Trail. This is just outside of Prince Rupert, British Columbia. So let's see where it takes us. I've never been here before.
I was told that the locals pronounce it Butze, so that's what I'm going with. It's an interpretive trail, 5.4 kilometers, and it was built in 1992. It traverses a coastal rainforest ecosystem through old-growth forests, across bogs, wetlands, and swamps carpeted with sphagnum moss and stunted growth pines. Interpretive signs highlight local flora and fauna and many natural and man-made features. The reversing tidal rapids, a natural feature, occur with the ebb and flow of the tide around Cane Island.
Last night it rained quite hard on our tent, and just as I rolled over I got a splat in my face. Some water fell on it. But thankfully it's not raining now. I'm so loving this trail. We are definitely in a rainforest here. Wow, such a different environment from where I come from. I love the lushness of it.
So I'm inclined to think this is not false lily of the valley.
Oh.
Because look at the flowers and the leaves, right? They're not nearly as big and round.
Yeah.
These are more arrow-shaped.
Yeah.
What's the word for that?
Lanceolate.
No.
I don't know.
Cordate.
Cordate?
I think so.
Ah, so what is this?
I don't know.
Ah,
I gotta go look it up.
okay.
Yeah, that's such a unusual characteristic for me because down where we live, we don't have this kind of fern.
Oh yeah.
And all you have is that one tall spike from the middle and then the rosette at the base.
Yeah. I wish you knew what kind it was.
Deer.
Oh, deer fern?
Deer fern.
Good. Positive is that there are no mosquitoes, surprisingly, wonderfully. Negative is that there's way too many people on this trail. It is a weekend after all, though, I guess, so kind of expected. What's over there?
Maybe amaryllis.
Oh, I better check it out. This is bad stuff here. This is the amabilis fir, also known as the Pacific silver fir, and it's massive. The skunk cabbage just make it an otherworldly experience. It is so magnificent. And this trail is a skookum trail. Wow, they did a good job. This skunk cabbage is all along this trail and I just love it. And it's the native people of the coast use the leaves as a sort of wax paper for lining baskets, steaming pits, and berry drying racks. Now, isn't that clever? Found the Cornus canadensis, her favorite flower, or one of them. Long, long ago, over 700 BC, as a matter of fact, there was a King Hezekiah, and he actually was a good king. He loved and honored God, And so God blessed him greatly. Except one day he came down with a fatal disease. Isaiah told him, prepare to die because this is not looking good. It was some kind of skin disease they figured that was terminal. So Isaiah wept before the Lord and turned his face toward the wall and prayed. And God heard his prayers and said that he would cure him, heal him. But Isaiah wanted a sign. The sign they agreed upon, I guess, I don't know exactly how it worked, but God would move back the sundial 10 steps. And so God did. God turned back time for Hezekiah. And Hezekiah got well, and he was granted 15 years of his life extended. So he was very happy about that. What did you find, Anita?
Heather, pink heather.
Oh, nice. Beautiful specimen. What is that, Anita?
Labrador tea.
And it's a shrub.
It's a shrub. I think they probably must have made tea out of it.
Okay. This is Pinus Contorta, or shore pine. It's very stout.
The trunk is not straight. It's all twisted
Right.
all the way up. So it's very, very contorted
Ah, that's crazy.
from the
Neat.
winds, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
What shape is that stem?
Oval?
It's triangle.
Oh, triangle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's a scirpus.
Scirpus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's doesn't have very distinctive. I mean, very pretty flowers, but
So that's actually a flower.
it
Looks like a grass to me.
A grass has different kind of leaves. If you feel the leaves, this is like a lily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a different plant family entirely than the grass.
Right.
And I showed you the reeds that
Yeah.
had the round. I mean, the rush
Yeah.
that has the round stem, and the scirpus you can identify it with the triangle stem.
Cool.
Just like mint, you can identify mint with a square stem.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh. Right on. Anita's pretending she's a little kid.
oh, I don't think I want to get to the top. Truly, I do not want to get to the top.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
No, I don't want to get to the top. I decided that's it.
Aww.
Too bad.
Good job. Well, some Babylonians who are interested in astronomy to begin with noticed that the sun was turned back, and they wanted to find out what that was all about. So when they heard that God had healed Hezekiah, they made the journey to go see him. When they got to Hezekiah, Hezekiah showed them all around his grand palace and all the wealth that he had, and not once did he mention about God healing him. So God was very disappointed in his reaction. And even though he kept his promise of 15 extra years of health, the generations after Hezekiah didn't have it so good. So the point I want to make today is, are you grateful for what God has done for you, and do you express it? Do you share that?
This salal is found at the coast, and the berries can get used for making soaps, that sort of thing, but the flowers are not the only part that's interesting. Very often florists will use the branches because they are evergreen leaves, and they will use it in bouquets.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Anita. Pretty stinky stuff. Slimy. I wonder where Anita is. Oh, look, there she is.
You never can hide from Leanne.
Nope.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah, very awesome of them. A big old wart. 5 years ago, I despaired of ever being able to walk again. I was having to use a walker to get around, and it was so painful. But here I am, able to get out and walk. I am jumping and leaping and praising God that I can walk freely and enjoy His nature and get outside. So I am not ashamed to thank the Lord for what He has done for me. So pretend that I am the Babylonians and I have come to hear your story. Please tell me in the comments if you have had any miraculous healing and what God has done for you. I would love to hear it. So until my next epic adventure, assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.